Hey, Inferno brothers, this is not part of the Lenten series. This is just an exhortation for you from Deacon Grove Higgins to encourage you. So what if I told you that there was a Mass so important it lasted 3 days? Well, that Mass is the Triduum, the most powerful movement in the life of the Church, and it is time for men to rise to it. So most people don't know this in the Church, that the Easter Triduum, Holy Thursday, Good Friday, in the Easter Vigil, is actually one continuous liturgy. It begins with the Mass of the Lord's Supper on Thursday night. Then there's a pause in silence at the foot of the cross on Good Friday. And it doesn't conclude until the light breaks at Easter Vigil on Saturday night. Why is it the longest and most important Mass of the entire year? Well, it's simply because that we walk in step by step with Jesus through his humble act of service, his betrayal, his suffering, death, burial, and finally, his victory in the resurrection. And it's not meant to be a passive remembering. It is the main battle of the war. This is love in its full force. And you're invited into it, not just as a spectator, but as a brother in arms. So Holy Thursday is the beginning of Christ's self-emptying. He washes the feet of his disciples, he feeds his men, and then he enters into the garden to suffer. After he is arrested and taken in front of his accusers and in front of Pilate, then we enter into Good Friday. The altar is bare. No Mass is celebrated. We sit in silence at the foot of the cross as the battle rages around us. The King gives up his life, and we revere where he fell. And then finally, the Easter Vigil is a blaze in the darkness. It is where the new fire is lit. The Word of God breaks forth into the world, and through the waters of baptism and the light of resurrection, Christ is victorious. And in the end, we emerge renewed, reborn, and rekindled into bearers of the light, into a world that is desperate to see it. So, men, you need to be there, not just because the Church says it is the high point of the year, but because your soul craves this story, and it needs to be lived and not just heard. But I totally understand life circumstances, and life happens. Work, family, and other circumstances prevent you from making all three liturgies, but don't check out. Here's what you can do. Attend at least one fully, prayerfully attended Mass during the Triduum, and not just wait for Easter Sunday. As a man of God, this is a big part of the mission, to be there to witness your King. Then, read and pray through all the scriptures of the day. If you can't be there, read through the scriptures of the day with your family or your core. And because of technology, we can watch the live stream. So if you can't physically be there, then get on the live stream from your parish or one parish around, and don't multitask. Sit, watch, and pray while you're watching that live stream. Then on Good Friday, it's one of the 2 days during the year that we're asked to fast on Good Friday. This means only water for the equivalent of one meal through the whole day. But I ask you to go one step further. Fast from all media, computer usage if you can, and keep Jesus in mind through the whole day. And then keep silent from noon to 3 on Good Friday. And then on Good Saturday, on the Easter Vigil, light a candle and pray with your wife, your children, your roommate, whatever it is, for the coming resurrection. Whatever you do, Don't miss this opportunity. This is your King's final battle and his victory. So be there when he gives everything for you and emerges victorious. Men, I'm going to encourage you to send this out to all of your core members and drop a comment in the comments below if you're ready to walk with Christ through the whole Triduum. Invite a brother, bring your family, be present. God bless you, men.